In this video, I will show you how to set up a proportion and then also solve for the answer. So in this case, you'll see I have 3 examples of word problems, and it says write a proportion and solve. It also says when necessary, round to the nearest hundredth, and that's going to mean 2 decimal places. Because decimals go tens, hundredths, thousandths, and so 2 places. It says you are riding your skateboard. It takes you 28 minutes to go 8 miles. If you continue traveling at the same rate, how long will it take you to go 15 miles? Now I see this phrase here, in 28 minutes we went 8 miles. And then how long, so I'm going to solve for my time, how many minutes would it take you to go 15 total miles? So what I notice is that I'm given 2 units, minutes, and I'm given miles. Now it doesn't really matter where you put your words, top or bottom of the fraction, as long as both of your fractions do the same. And so I'm gonna use minutes per mile just because they gave me minutes first and miles second. So my ratio here is 28 minutes for the 8 miles. Now I'm going to set that equal to how long it will take. So I'm looking for minutes. So how long will it take to go 15 miles? And since miles is on the bottom, I'm going to put 15 here. Now again, it doesn't matter if you put miles on the top, minutes on the bottom, as long as both of your fractions go in that order. So it's really helpful to write this out first. Okay, now if I cross multiply, I'm going to have 28 times 15. So 28 times 15 is equal to my other diagonal, x times 8. So I'm just going to write over here. That's where I put my equation since I didn't write it down there. Now when I solve, 28 times 15 is 420. And that is equal to 8x. Now if I divide both sides by 8, I get an answer of 52.5 for my x. So my answer, how long will it take? It will take 52.5 minutes. Okay, here's another one. Suppose you traveled 84 miles in 1.5 hours. Moving at the same speed, how many miles this time would you cover in 3.25 hours? So notice how they gave us miles and hours. So this time I'm going to write my fraction as miles compared to hours. And again, it's super helpful if you do this first. Okay, so this is how I'm going to write up my ratios. So, okay, 84 miles, so miles is on the top, so 84 is going to go on the top. 1.5 hours is going to go on the bottom. Now for my other fraction that I'm going to set this equal to, how many miles? I don't know how many miles, that's what I'm going to solve for. So miles needs to be a variable. I'm going to call it x. And then would you cover in 3.25 hours? Notice how hours is going to go on the bottom. And now I'm going to write my equation here since I didn't do that last time. And x over 3.25. Now if I cross multiply, 84 times 3.25 is 273. And that's equal to 1.5 times x, or 1.5x. Now if I divide 273 by 1.5, I'll get my solution. 273 divided by 1.5, I get an answer of 182. How many miles? 182 miles. Okay, here's another example for setting up your proportion. 3 packages of blueberries cost $5. So we're buying packages of fruit and the cost. How much will 7 packs cost? Okay, so we are buying packs and they cost us money. So that's how I'm going to set up my fraction. So 3 packages cost me $5. How much, so I'm looking for my price, how much will it cost to buy 7 packs? So packs goes on the top, 7 goes on the top. So 3 over 5 is equal to 7 over x. Now when I cross multiply, I have 3x is equal to 5 times 7, or 35. If I solve for x, I need to divide by 3. So 35 divided by 3 would be $11.67 if I'm rounding to 2 decimal places, because a 6 is going to round that up. So 11.6 repeating, but since we're talking about cost, that would be 11.67 for blueberries, or $11.67 for 7 packs.